And joining me now, criminal defense attorney SARA AZARI. Many legal experts will say, Sarah, how risky it is when a defendant takes the stand in their own defense. In this case, we had a former police officer sobbing on the stand uncontrollably and saying, "I'm sorry." What do you think? Do you think this was the right move by the defense?
I mean, Jim, it's very consistent with the strategy here. It's obvious that the prosecution has a pretty solid case in terms of having proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt on the 2 counts of manslaughter. So the defense is what they're trying to go for is some sort of jury nullification or some straggling juror that might hang this jury based on this raw emotion. But, you know, we have to remember there's 12 hearts on this jury. Of course, they're impacted by the emotions, by the sympathy that they have towards this woman. But at the end of the day, they're supposed to apply the law to the facts, not their heart to the facts. And so the strategy here for the defense was to put her up, let the jury see that she's so incredibly agonized and traumatized. It was life-changing for her. She testified that she had to move. But the question is, will it impact their deliberations? Will they be able to set that aside and still apply the law to the facts? And so I think the defense took that risk. It was worth taking that risk.
And Potter said she was distraught and doesn't remember everything from immediately after the shooting. But did you hear any contradictions in her testimony that might become problematic?
I think, Jim, the meat of her testimony, aside from the humanizing, which was one reason they testified, the explanation, the other reason they testify, was terrible for her. You know, she compared the 2 weapons, the stark differences between the 2. She confirmed everything, the yellow versus black, the weight, the shape, the size, the trigger, the size of the body they were holstered, and then how incredibly more difficult it is to pull the taser versus the Glock. She confirmed all this. That's horrible for her. Then she went on further to say, Jim, that she had never actually deployed her taser, and she randomly on certain occasions may have drawn it. Well, that is against department policy, as we heard in testimony, because she's supposed to test fire her taser every time she signs on to shift. And so that goes to the heart of the prosecution's case, that she breached her oath of office and her badge in doing so. So she sounds like a complete mess on the stand, and I think as a prosecutor, I would argue that she was that same mess on the streets, that perhaps she had no business being out there to protect the public and to serve, and that she should have had a desk job, because frankly, she had no experience with these weapons that were deadly.
And the prosecution showed Potter's taser and gun side by side and walked through the extensive training she had that she had on not mistakenly grabbing the wrong weapon. I mean, that I thought was a very compelling part of the testimony, because, I mean, she was trained to know better.
She was trained to know better. And so the idea that the defense argues, this was an action error, something a human being can do. Well, she's not an average citizen. She is an officer with training, and a reasonable officer in these circumstances would not have made that mistake. That's really the argument. And so, yeah, I thought that was very effective in that, you know what, you've had certifications, you've had recertifications, you've had 26 years of experience. So too bad that you didn't know, but you should have known.
Right. And the defense rested its case after Potter's testimony. Who do you think has the upper hand heading into the closing arguments? I mean, it's hard to think that the prosecution is not feeling, pretty positive about where things stand right now.
I think, again, when you're looking at the law and the facts, it's completely on the prosecution's side. I think they're going to argue that not only she was not justified in using deadly force, she was not even justified in using her taser. That's one of the things that the use of force expert testified to. They're going to argue that her mistake, given her that she's an officer, she has a badge, she has training, was completely unreasonable, and so she acted with criminal negligence, which is second-degree manslaughter, and she mishandled her weapon, which is first-degree manslaughter under Minnesota law. And then the defense, of course, is going to say, good on her for pulling the wrong weapon, because she actually saved an officer's life, so she was justified in using deadly force. So who cares that she made this mistake, and whether this mistake was reasonable or not? It was actually necessary, and so she did what she had to do. It'll be interesting to see how this, extreme emotion is going to impact this jury, and if they're going to be able to set that aside and do their job, which is to apply the law to the facts.
All right, SARA AZARI, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim.